Hello, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 5 of our Wattford Skellington Railroad Transport Fever Let's Play. We're on hard difficulty on a free game Euro map, and when we left off, it was 1878, and we were building this passenger line to go between Skellington and Watford, the namesake of our video. So we are going to go ahead and get a passenger line going. Maybe it's a little early for that. It's only 1878. But you know what? Why not? Let's do it. We're making pretty good money. We've already got a couple $1,000,000. We've paid off a little bit of our loan. Let's pay off a little more here. We've got this train sitting over here that's not doing us any good. I think I'm going to leave it in the station. I was thinking about selling it, but you know what? I'm going to leave it there. We might want to fire it back up. We might end up needing to take another train off of that line. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. But for now, we're just going to buy a train. And you know what? Let's throw one of these Prussians on here. We'll have this Prussian pull the passengers. It's a little bit faster, but it doesn't have to compete against any of the other trains. We're not upgrading any trains. So let's throw that on there. We don't really need that many cars. I'm going to throw... boy, how many cars do I want? Well, they're not that expensive. Let's do 4. Have I done 4 already? That's 3. There's 4. All right, we do need to set up a new line here. This is going to be Wattford Skellington passenger, and we will, we will hit enter, which will save that name. There you go. We're going to start here in Skellington, and then we're going to go onto, we'll go on the inside track here, and go to Watford, and then we'll come back, and we will go on. We were on the inside track, right? Well, let's stay on that inside track. Over here to Skellington. Great. Round trip. Perfect. This is a passenger train. I like to make my passenger trains blue just because that's what I do. There we go. And you're already going. I don't really bother naming my trains. That's not really necessary. But one thing that is necessary is to get the road vehicles going to make this line worthwhile. And of course, now I'm already in debt. So I need to borrow some of that money back. But $1,000,000 ought to be enough. I will, you know what, just put it right here near the station. Why not? There we go. One near that station. And then over here at this town, I'm going to put another one there. And as I'm sure you've noticed, I put these roads in between episodes. I built a nice little loop here that will encourage the town to maybe build some homes and stuff along, or whatever, businesses. I don't even know what those things are. But we're going to throw some passenger vehicles on there. 6 should be more than enough, and we need to set up, we need to set up a new line. We'll go dark blue with that one. This is going to be Wattford passenger, actually Watford bus, that's what I do. Alright, and very simple route from there to there. There you go. Close it down. And over here, same thing. We're going to have a new line. It's going to be Skellington bus from this station to that station. Beautiful. And we're going to buy 6 vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. Skellington bus. Where did it go? Did I? Oh, I forgot to save it, I guess. Alright, let's fix that up real quick. Also didn't change the color. It's like it's my first time playing this game. There you go. You got to make sure you hit enter after you type in the name, because it will delete the whole thing if you don't. Alright, so now we've got our buses set up. Let's speed up this game, and hopefully this passenger line will start running in a profitable manner. It's hard to say right now whether that's going to happen or not, but we shall see. Go ahead and click on that train. Probably ought not to spend all my time in the super zoomed out view. That really is the way that I like to play the game. But time and time again, people tell me to zoom in, like get in on the action. People like to see what's going on. So as much as I try to play the game the way that I like to play it, I think that's generally the smart thing to do, right? Like I want to be true to myself. That's why I play on hard difficulty and all those things. But at the same time, like, you know, you guys are my customers. I want to make you happy. I could be just as well playing this game without ever talking and without ever recording it, and play it exactly however I want. So I need to understand that there's a need to make a few concessions. Another concession I should make is not so much meta discussion. You guys don't care about... Oh, whoops, that's the wrong way I want the money to go. You guys don't care about all these... me talking about the game itself and my process behind making these videos. Who cares? It's boring. Boring talk. Alright. Well, it's going to be a couple of trips before we actually get any passengers, I think. But maybe by the time we get back to Watford, there will be some passengers waiting for us, and we'll be able to come close to start making some money. It doesn't look like anybody's waiting over there yet, but we still have a little bit of time before we get over there. Maybe I've gotten ahead of myself starting this train up. We shall see. Ah, look at that. There's at least one passenger waiting there in Watford. But the main point, well, I guess the town's not going to grow if we don't have any passengers going back and forth. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. So we need to get those passengers going back and forth. That will cause the towns to grow, which will cause us to be able to haul more goods, which will cause us to make more money. We'll be able to run our trains more efficiently, or maybe throw that other train back onto the route. All right, 3 passengers. Ka-ching. Looks like there's, oh, look at that, at least 11 passengers waiting over there. So cool. We are doing good here. Slowly but surely. Oh, you know what? Let's take a cab's eye view. Now this train is much quieter than the last train that I hopped into. Maybe it's because it's this Dorsig or whatever it is. It's just a nice quiet train. Don't run over the cattle truck. Now back in Train Fever, it would always run over the cattle truck. But in this game, no need to worry about that. Alright, let's pop out of this view and see. It'd be nice if in the cab view, if you could see kind of some of the stats and stuff. Cool, well, we've got half a train loaded up there. Not really any passengers waiting here. I guess a couple of passengers waiting here. Nope, I thought that guy was running up there to get in line. A lot of people walking past the bus stop, but not actually getting onto the bus. Boo. Some weird looking buses, by the way. A lot of empty goods trucks coming into town as well. Really need to get more product to that station. Why try to ship more oil? How in the world would I ship more oil? I have constant trucks going there that are instructed to wait until full. Do I just need to have more vehicles on the line? Are they running consistently full? Looks like they're running consistently well, but they're not taking everything out of there. Try to ship more livestock. How? You know, when we were looking earlier and that thing switched, right? It switched to the graph stopped. You know what I bet you this drop-off was when I changed the vehicles to wait until full. So you know what? I'm going to change this line back to not wait until full. And we'll see. We'll see if there's any effect on you know what I'm trying to say. If there's any effect on the production there. I'm going to throw a few more vehicles onto that line as well, because it does look like we're not quite keeping up with all of the stuff that's being produced. So I don't have any money to throw more vehicles on there. Look at that. Full train already. Beautiful. And passengers waiting. So maybe I could even get a second passenger train going and lose money even faster. Definitely not making money very quickly. guess I can borrow some. I want to throw some more on the crude oil line. There we go, like that. Great. But what I ought to be doing is paying back some of this money. Now, is this train, it is making a profit. Great, okay. So, you know what? I'm going to throw another train on this line. I want to have it balanced out to where it's on the opposite side of this train. Stuff is slowly starting to accumulate there again. I like to see that. Gonna actually throw a few more vehicles on the cattle line as well. Look at that, full load. Not even, there's still people waiting at the station. They're rejected, can't make their trip. I think I want to have this train get going when, well, I guess I'm going to have to, well, shoot, how am I going to, I guess I'll have to borrow some more money. There's one. Alright, let's borrow some more money. Borrow, that should be enough. 1, 2, 3. Set line, there's only one option. There we go. Great. And hopefully these two will be at the stations, or at their stations at about the same time. Pretty close. I guess I launched this one a little too soon. I keep forgetting that you can't see the mouse, which is very frustrating, because I keep saying this and that, and it's like that's what I'm pointing the mouse at. Alright. Cool. Full load. Let's do it. This is exciting. Now I can start paying, whoops, I was going to start paying back some of that money, but I guess I had to pay my interest payment for the year. It must be January. There's the one train. Here comes the other train. They're going to cross in the middle. Oh, look at that. I did a pretty good job of setting up the crossover track in the middle there then. Because that's basically where they crossed. How is Skellington looking now? Look at that, up to 87 demand, 92 demand for fuel. So it is growing quickly. And Watford, which was in similar circumstances, is also growing very quickly. Wow, 99 on both of those. Looks like we could maybe use some more buses over here. They're cheap, and the maintenance is not really all that high on them, so we'll go ahead and get those. And looks like the same over here in Skellington. Set line, Skellington bus, yep, perfect. Great, all right. We are going big time with the buses and goods and all that stuff. Oh, look at this. We can put this train back on the line, I think, because we are getting too much stuff backed up there. So yeah, so isn't it so weird? The wait until full, like that kills production. You need to have your trucks just going in and out without waiting, and then these things will produce more, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this one's definitely, who knows? This game can be a little, you know, you don't want to think too much about this game because it'll drive you crazy. I might need another train on this line. Don't get ahead of myself, dummy. Because that's exactly how we ended up with that train sitting in the depot for a couple of years by thinking that I could just keep throwing more and more trains on there. You know what? Let's focus on paying off our debt. That's hard to go wrong, paying off debt. Follow this train. Look at that weirdo. follow the train, try to keep our face clear of all the smoke, and that's just concentrate on that. Pay back some money, follow the train, have a little fun, enjoy the beautiful countryside that's apparently has all the trees destroyed, except for in weird little clumps that aren't even necessarily near like a lumber yard or anything like that. Oh, the even worse Prussian. Another train I don't want to buy, so I thought there was another train coming out soon, but it's definitely not that one. I think that one goes very slow, like 28 miles an hour or something like that. Train 4 has reached its lifetime. Oh, that's going to be the cars. The cars on train 4 have reached its lifetime, or reached their lifetime. So, you know, you get some weird stuff like that. But that does mean that the maintenance costs on these trains are going to be getting pretty high. But, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's another locomotive that's going to be coming out here soon. And when that happens, we can start replacing just all the trains in general, which will include the box cars and stuff. As a matter of fact, since I don't really need to be paying too much attention to what's going on the screen here, you guys get this nice little scene to look at. I can open up my actual handwritten book and take a look at the list of vehicles. And so it looks like 1890 is the next big train, and I don't have written down when the next boxcar comes out, so never mind. We will upgrade all of our stuff in 1890 though when the next big train comes out, which is a huge improvement from these. I think it jumps up to like 62 miles an hour. It's ridiculous what a big difference it makes going to that next train. So, you know what? I don't know how we never looked at this, but here's a reason that we aren't able to keep up with all of our demand and stuff. Jeez. We definitely need more vehicles over here. We're going to set this for the food line, and we will buy some over here. And we will set those. Where's my depot? There it is. For the oil line, and let's give them a minute to see how that goes. Wow. That's I feel really stupid. No wonder the demand was kind of funky. We really need to get that stuff taken care of. But putting these extra vehicles on should make a real dent in it before too long. You know what though? We're actually hauling a lot more stuff, so I'm gonna go overboard. I can always, like, vehicles are so cheap, you know. It's the maintenance is cheap, the purchasing is cheap, like everything about them is cheap. So why not? Why not throw too many on there? Let's see how that goes. Yeah, we're already at the max speed. It sure doesn't seem like it. There's our new passenger car, which is a real shame because we've got all of our passenger trains running over there. Now we are making some serious cash. It'd be real nice to pay off our debt, although if we pay off our debt in the next episode, it'll make for a handy episode title. I can title this episode like Wattford Passengers or Passenger Service, probably Passenger Service, and then I can title the next episode Debt Free. It will be debt free for a moment, and then I'll have to borrow a bunch of money to buy all the new trains. But you know what I mean? Being debt free for a moment is good enough. That's right. We were going to look at trains 4 and I guess now train 8 and see why that it's telling us that these things are too old. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I want to do. There we go. Close you down. And train 4 details. Yeah, so boy, it doesn't break down what the details are though. Like, I know that the engine isn't 31 years old. Do I have to pay the maintenance penalty, the 38%, is that based on the entire, like the oldest part of that train is going to be what causes the maintenance? Or is it the average over all of the different cars? I don't know. But look, you can see here that we're eliminating the overstock on these stations down here. So it looks like we have enough cars hauling these things. And it doesn't look like we have too many extra cars because we have a train here that's coming in. These trains are running fully loaded, right? Come on, let me click on that train. There you go. Yep, it is still running fully loaded. It's too bad I can't find out specific details about the... but look at that. Oh, all that profit. So profitable. Yeah, I tell you, when you have two raw materials next to each other by a city, especially when they're by two cities, and then you have the same two production facilities next to each other like we do down here, that is ideal. I was moving my mouse around. There you go. There's production material, the other production material. If I remember, if I turn on track thing, you guys can at least see that little blue ball. You can't see the mouse, unfortunately, but I can use this little blue ball to point at things. So I need to remember to try to turn that back on. But look at this. Our vehicles are clearing out all the goods. I love it. Loading up our station here. Only drawback to clicking that thing is I have to unclick it to click back onto there. Good, good. So we have spare goods at our station. Oh, look at that. We could pay off $1 million. Almost out of time for this video. I don't want to stop. I want to just keep on playing. You guys want to watch 6 straight hours of Transport Fever? Now, why do we have so much oil? Is it because there's just more demand for oil? Oh, we're not even coming close to meeting the demand for these goods either, so we could be running even more trains on here if we wanted to. Oh, that's fantastic. We have enough capacity on the line, so it's not like the line is going to object to us putting more trains on there. Gosh, we only have 6 years until we start upgrading our trains, though. So I don't really know that I want to throw more trains onto this line because we want to be able to upgrade when the new trains are available. How are we doing on passengers? I'm surprised at how well this is going, to be honest. I mean, it seems to be going a little too well for a hard difficulty game. It almost feels like a medium difficulty game. Except, of course, if it was a medium difficulty game, we'd have like $100 billion by now. But it doesn't seem to have the quite the level of challenge. Look at that growth. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. What does it say, company? Oh, huh. I didn't know you could do that. So that's the entire combined population, I guess. Let's look at this chart. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And over here in Wattford, let's look at their chart as well, but let's try looking at Wattford instead of whatever that random one vehicle was. And look at that chart. So, yep, they've grown like that one, like boing, it really popped up as soon as we got passengers going through there. And this one has had a more reasonable level of growth from basically when we started all services, because we started them all pretty much at the same time there. Another $1 million we can pay off. Now what's, okay, interesting. Huh, I've never looked at these things. We can't change our logo at this point. I mean, I guess we could. Somebody made me a custom logo for my very first railroad. That one was a medium difficulty game, and we were crushing it by the mid-1880s in that medium difficulty game. Not that we're not crushing it now, because we are really crushing it now. Look at all these goods wanting to be hauled. I'm so tempted to throw another train on that line. You know, we could throw another train on that line and then just sell it. We're making so much money, even if it doesn't upgrade properly. It's not like it's not going to pay for itself. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I don't quite have enough money for that. There we go. but now we do. 1, 2, 3. Set line, food and fuel. Great. All right. Things are going great, guys. I hope you're having as much fun as I am, because this is really fun. These trains are going to be so jammed up in here. I hope you are enjoying this series. I know I just said that. Leave me a comment and maybe click the like button if you are enjoying it. Be sure to, I don't know, tell your friends, I guess, if there's, for some reason you have friends. Maybe mention, like, I don't like spamming. I definitely am not going to spam the Transport Fever Reddit. You know, I put the very first episode on here. If you came over from watching that first episode, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're having fun. But you know, maybe mention my series on there every once in a while. I see people mentioning other people on the subreddit. I don't want to talk smack about any other Let's Players, but you know, the people who play at medium difficulty maybe. So you know, maybe mention, hey, this PDX Sean guy. He's oh wait, that's not my. That's Vanilla PC Strategy. Hey, Vanilla PC Strategy has pretty great videos. Check him out. Or u/PDX Sean. That's my Reddit name. But you know what? Even if you don't mention me, I don't care. Just keep watching. That's what I really like to see, is all these likes and clicks and views and all that nonsense. So thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.